Welcome to Open Den. I'm Grayson Tothroth.
And I'm Zach Dinley. Hey, Grace, don't you play an instrument?
I do actually. I play the violin.
I bet that takes a lot of dedication.
And it does. Many students here at Reedy High School put a lot of effort into making our orchestra great. Here's more.
Reedy High School's orchestra program has grown exponentially within the last 2 years. There are 3 levels of orchestra: Camerata, Philharmonic, and Symphonic. Most students in the orchestra program have been learning their instruments since the 6th grade, some even earlier.
I joined orchestra mainly to get the fine arts credit, to play violin, and to enjoy orchestra as like something I can socialize with friends with, gain more experience, and compete with other people all around the district.
While Brian enjoys the friendship and competition, students like Hannah Hall simply love the music.
My favorite piece is probably Sonata in C minor by Paschetti because it's just something I can play on the spot at this point.
The orchestra also branches to a sub-unit called Cello Choir, run by the director and cellist, Mr. Lane.
Cello choir is, think, a normal choir, but replace human voices with cellos because most of us can't sing.
But it's not all instruments and sheet music. The elective hosts socials as well.
What was my favorite social? The kickball one. The kickball tournament was probably the best.
I really like the red carpet social because we got to dance off and just mess around.
There were a lot of people there and everyone really got in the mood and it was just a lot of fun.
Through fun and games, the students create bonds. But at the end of the day, what makes orchestra an orchestra is the family-like environment that the group hopes to carry on forever.
The teacher, Mr. Lane, is quite chill, and he makes orchestra really enjoyable.
Something that people don't know about orchestra is that there's a lot of people that are so excited about orchestra, and how the process works is that we encourage each other and we just have a bunch of fun.
And so the Reedy High School Orchestra legacy continues. With Open Den, I'm Grayson Tothrow.
Well, I do hope that the legacy of our Reedy Orchestra goes on for a very long time.
As do I. We'll be right back after these messages.
Welcome to ITS, the International Thespian Society Troupe of Reedy High School. ITS is a club centered around the acting side of the theater department and community. ITS meets once a month to discuss the information surrounding events going on within the theater department and community events. ITS is open to anyone around the school and not only those in theater. For more information on ITS, visit Mr. Schur in room F126 down the Fine Arts Hallway.
Heads up, Reedy Lions! Veterans Day is on Friday, November the 11th. This year, Adopt a Soldier will be in the rotunda with armed service representatives from around the area before school. Make sure you come on down and thank these brave men and women for their service. Also, Adopt a Soldier will be taking donations for care packages that morning. Make sure you wear your red, white, and blue and come celebrate your country's veterans this November the 11th.
A lot of Reedy kids are getting their driver's licenses this year.
Carly, Taylor, and Carson took a closer look at distracted driving laws and the importance of not texting and driving.
So I'm Officer Augustus with Frisco Police Department, and I was the officer that responded to the scene of the accident that was located here at El Dorado and Lenox on August 5th, 2016.
On August 5th, I took my girls we went to go get our car washed, and my husband was working from home. A quick drive, I told him, see you in 15 minutes. Didn't even put shoes on my girls. We were driving down El Dorado, and a car on the other side of the road came over the median and hit us completely head on. Then the car swung around and slammed into my 20-month-old daughter. My car went up a ditch and we stopped, and immediately I heard my 2 daughters screaming and crying, and those screams will haunt me the rest of my life. But I was thankful that I did hear them crying. I don't know how I managed to get my door open, but when I did, there were Samaritans running across the street to come help us. And the 10-20 seconds of them pulling my children out of just metal was the longest 10 seconds of my life. They were fine, minus bruising. However, I suffered from lung contusion, 2 fractures in my back, a broken sternum and broken ribs. And all of this was caused from a teenager on the other side texting and driving and hit us.
In regards to distracted driving, laws are needed in Frisco.
We have these laws for a reason. We don't have it here in Frisco yet, but it's coming. I know it is. It's just like drinking and driving, pretty much. You're not aware of what you're doing. It's so easy to veer off the roadway and cause a collision.
According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, at any moment, 660,000 people are using cell phones while driving.
It's impacted us tremendously. My 5-year-old was old enough to kind of see it happen, and she's petrified to be in a car. If I have to touch the brakes, she cries, she screams, she talks about it all the time. It's affected me because I always had that what if. I've had people that, I've tried to share my story on social media, and I've had people that passed by our accident, and they were shocked that we even survived it with the way my car looked afterwards. So it's a daily struggle, definitely. I'm angry that it could have been prevented, and the fact that my kids were subjected to it, especially the 5-year-old. She should never have to know what it's like to be strapped to a stretcher and rushed to a trauma center. It's not fair for her. She knows no different, and she's scared to go to school. She's scared to be in a car, and that's not fair. So, not that I hold a grudge, but the fact that it happened, it was so preventable. It's not worth it. It can wait. If it's that much of a distraction, put your phone in the back seat, because that car accident took maybe 3 seconds to happen, and it has changed our lives forever, and it can wait.
As you Lions are heading onto the road, be sure to remember the Dewey family and to never drive distracted. I'm Zach Denley for Openden.
And I'm Grayson Tothroth. Remember, Lions, it can wait. Have a great week.